The day Jessica danced with the deep. It was a bright morning at Ocean World, the air alive with the smell of salt, popcorn, and laughter. Children pressed their faces against the glass, eyes wide with wonder. Cameras clicked. The stage was set, a vast pool shimmering under the sun, and at its heart stood Jessica Radcliffe, the ocean's favorite trainer. Jessica had spent years working with orcas, the magnificent black and white giants of the sea. She was graceful, confident, and adored by the audience. Her bond with Luna, the orca she trained, was famous across the country. They understood each other, or at least, that's what everyone believed. The show began. Music echoed through the stadium as Jessica raised her hand high, signaling Luna to leap. The massive whale soared out of the water, spraying droplets like diamonds. The crowd erupted in applause. Jessica smiled. Another perfect performance, or so it seemed. But the sea, even in a tank, has moods. As Jessica prepared for the next act, Luna didn't respond. The orca circled slowly, her dorsal fin slicing the water like a blade. Jessica called again, her voice calm, reassuring. The crowd didn't sense the tension, but the trainers by the sidelines did. Something felt off. Then it happened. With a sudden burst of power, Luna lunged upward, catching Jessica off guard. In a flash, Jessica was pulled into the water. Gasps filled the stadium. The music stopped. The audience froze, unable to tell if it was part of the show or something far worse. Jessica surfaced for a moment, eyes wide, struggling to breathe. The massive orca circled around her, brushing her gently at first, then again, harder. Trainers on the deck shouted commands. Whistles pierced the air. The water churned into chaos. "Get her out!" "Now!" someone screamed. Within seconds, 2 rescue trainers dove in, fearless and focused. They reached Jessica, pulling her toward the side. Luna hesitated, confused, maybe frightened, before backing away. The team managed to lift Jessica out of the pool, her body trembling, her leg bruised, but she was breathing. The crowd erupted in a mix of screams and prayers. The paramedics rushed in, wheeling a stretcher through the narrow path. Jessica's hand was cold, but she squeezed her colleague's fingers weakly, a sign she was still fighting. Sirens wailed as the ambulance sped through the city. Reporters were already gathering outside the hospital gates. Inside, doctors worked tirelessly. They treated her wounds, checked for fractures, and monitored her heartbeat. The news spread like wildfire: orca attack at Ocean World. Star trainer injured. Hours passed. Then days. Jessica remained in a quiet hospital room, surrounded by flowers, letters, and photos from fans all over the world. Her colleagues visited every day, sharing stories and laughter to keep her spirits alive. Luna, meanwhile, stayed unusually calm in her tank, as if waiting, listening for the familiar voice she'd heard by mistake. On the 5th morning, sunlight streamed through the blinds. Jessica slowly opened her eyes and smiled. She was weak, but alive. Doctors called it a miracle. The news spread quickly: Jessica Radcliffe had survived. Weeks later, she returned home. Her leg bore a faint scar, a reminder of the day when trust and instinct collided. But Jessica didn't stop living. She walked every morning by the beach, breathing in the ocean air, watching waves roll and crash like old friends saying hello. Sometimes she'd see a dark shape moving far out at sea, and she'd whisper softly, "I forgive you." Luna never performed again, but her story became part of Jessica's, a story not of fear, but of resilience. And so, the world remembered that day not as a tragedy, but as a miracle, the day when the ocean took her under, and then gave her back. Because sometimes, even in the depths of danger, life finds its way to rise again.
Life is precious.